How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be debuting 5 of the brand new Face of the Franchise Legends. I'm going to be using Orel Hershiser here in this first game. We also have Thome and Mike Schmidt in the lineup, and then I'm also going to try out John Smoltz, Leiter, as well as Eric Davis. Those are going to be the main cards that I focus on in this video. I have 9 of them unlocked, but I didn't want to put a full team of all of them right away. I like some of the cards that I'm currently using. Here we have Thome in his first at-bat, and that was just a great pitch. A great 69-mile-an-hour curveball facing El Duque. And here with Schmidt, we do rip a late base hit the other way. The first impression I had from Schmidt is that his swing is a little bit slow. I'll go ahead and hide the face cam so you guys can take a look at some of the swings a little bit better. Later in the inning, we are able to send out a 3-run shot with Reggie Jackson, so we do pick up the RBIs that we need, take a 4-run lead. Now we're going to be trying out Orel Hershiser. His sinker-cutter combination is very effective. I'm going to use that for the most part to try and set up the other pitches, to try and set up the off-speed pitches, especially the slider. I think the slider for this card is the X factor because it looks like the cutter, and you can also throw somebody off with the speed differential between the changeup and the slider, as well as this slow breaking curveball. It throws at about 74, 73 miles an hour, and that is what we need. We need a pitcher like this that has a very fluid motion. This is somebody who I've been waiting to get in MLB The Show 20, and now we have him. 98 overall Hershiser. I'm extremely excited to use a lot of these cards. We're facing Schmidt. We're going to be facing John Smoltz in the next game as well. I'm just going through some of the highlights from the Twitch live stream earlier today. I ended about 45 minutes ago or so, and had a couple good games over there, so we figured I would get the highlights over on YouTube as well. Jackie Robinson batting in the 8th spot and playing second base, hits a double, brings up Pablo Sanchez. Already has a home run in the game. Here is his second one of the ball game. Second no-doubter from Pablo. That card is incredible. Balanced, focus, creative player, shortstop. And with the maxed out equipment, he has 106 power against right-handed pitchers. So that's why we're able to smack out a no-doubter on a good swing. So here we go with the curveball low in the zone to Gary Sheffield. We got him swinging, mixing it up pretty well here. We go with the slider, the X-Factor pitch. It doesn't really have the most control on it, but it does get the strikeout. We're going to go ahead and go into the top of the 4th. We were able to hit a solo shot with Mike Trout, I believe, and then also go back-to-back. Maybe a 2-run shot with Trout. The clip kind of glitched out, so I didn't include it, but Mickey Mantle hits one out, and then opponent quits. So let's go ahead and get into another one. This opponent has a great ranked seasons record, 68-19, something like that. A very good record. We have John Smoltz going up against John Smoltz, and I could tell that this guy could hit right away. Squares up the very first ball of the game, or at bat of the game with Biggio. Larry Walker is his second hitter. And the thing about Smoltz is I think he's going to be good. He didn't really have as much control or feel the same in terms of, I guess, the feedback as Orel Hershiser did. But I think that, in the first inning, I had a couple good pitches to hit from Smoltz. I missed them myself. And there's Thome ripping a single through the left side there. Perfect pitch, or a perfect hit on a pitch that was kind of a ball off the plate. But this opponent was definitely, going with the pitches here. He goes with the slider, John Smoltz slider. I was trying to throw it on the inside corner, missed my spot, and he sends it out for a solo shot once again. In the very next inning, same type of thing. Going with the slider low and away, trying to get some confidence back up on that pitch. 1-1 count, and he sends it out for a solo shot. So I feel like this guy would have been able to hit anybody that I had on the mound. I don't really think that it was John Smoltz. But I think that he's effective because he has the splitter, he has the slower changeup. He's got a pretty good pitch mix. His pitching motion, though, isn't that deceptive. I felt like this guy was just picking up John Smoltz's pitches very well. And we were not able to set him up with anything, really, to this point. I mean, set him up with the off-speed and try and throw the fastball by him. Just certain things like that. So I'm going to try and have to pitch extremely carefully against this guy. He already has a solo shot in the first 3 innings. And now we're trying to get this last out against Gary Sheffield in the second. So he rolls that one over. We have Mike Schmidt with diamond fielding, playing third base. Pretty solid over there. Just wish he had a little bit of a quicker swing. I'm excited to try out Harmon Killebrew. I have Harmon Killebrew and Eric Davis on the bench, and we might end up using those guys in this video as well. I plan on starting Killebrew and Eric Davis for a game or two and making a video on them as well, but I figured I would just use them off the bench for now. There we hit a home run with Mike Trout. Mickey Mantle is up, very next batter, and he's also going deep. Sinker, low and away, or actually a splitter that kind of looks like a sinker. John Smoltz does not have the sinker. That's one thing about him, but that splitter, it looks kind of similar. So I mentioned that on the stream. Here we're going deep with Reggie Jackson. Previous play was a fly ball to left field in foul territory, and it actually hit his left fielder in the head, and then we end up getting a hanging slider very next pitch, and Reggie Jackson hit it out. I mean, I was talking about how that seems to happen whenever you kind of make an error in the field, giving your opponent an opportunity. Next pitch seems to go right down the middle, but we give up the run right back. So he ends up scoring a couple runs in that last inning. That was going to be it for John Smoltz in this one. So I'd like to get a couple more games with some of these pitchers to kind of tell, who's best. I think Orel Hershiser so far is going to be the best one that I've used. Here, Leiter gives up a 2-run shot. Very first batter he faces. Jim Thome's up 1 for 2 in this game, and he goes deep. So there's a no-doubter. He has a very similar swing to Nolan Gorman. This card's going to be really good. I mean, he has the increased attributes against right-handed pitching. He doesn't have the better defense and as much speed as Nolan Gorman, but he just seems like a better version, in my opinion. Jim Thome is going to be amazing. But just as we score a run, we give it up again. We're facing Matt Williams here, and he goes back-to-back. So we give up one to his face of the franchise legend. He's got a couple of them. That card goes deep. Here we have Craig Biggio up at the plate, going with the fastball. 0-2 count. Just need this on the corner. And this guy's just hitting everything. He's hitting good pitches. I got to tip my cap. He was a part of the stream as well. He said that he watches my hitting tips videos, which I kind of felt was pretty cool. I mean, watches the hitting tips videos. He certainly is using them against me. Here we have Eric Davis. We hit a solo shot as a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Eric Davis is certainly solid. That card has great speed, great power. He goes deep in his very first at-bat. Mike Trout is also going deep, so we make this a little bit of a game here. 3 runs into the last 3 innings. We bring in Thome, Henke, and this card's not bad at all. 90-mile-an-hour forkball. He also throws 99 to 102. Even though he doesn't have the outlier quirk, he gets it up there. 99 miles an hour. Let's see if we can go with another fastball and try to get him frozen here on the inside corner. There's the 102, but didn't get the strike call. That's all right. I'm going with another one here. Low and in fastball. We get a good pitch. 99. So he will vary in velocity there. I'm going to leave him out for a second inning. We're already down by 3. I'm not trying to really use anyone else anyway in this game. Hopefully we can just get the last couple outs in this inning, tie it up in the 9th, maybe even go extras. Who knows? We need to make something happen. We're down to our last out, down to our last strike, 3-2 count. I was stealing my runners, and that time I didn't, but we end up popping up a good pitch, just barely missed it with the PCI, timed it up well, but we end up losing that last game. It's all good. We'll go ahead and hop into another one. Harmon Killebrew starting at third base this time, and he has a much quicker swing than Mike Schmidt. I like this card already a lot more. He doesn't have the defense, but that's okay. I'm looking for the bat. I'm just looking for a solid bat, and here he's going to score from second base, 39 speed, on a Reggie Jackson double. This guy had a great team. He had Dylan Carlson in left field. I want to kind of try out that card as well. Haven't really gotten a chance to try out some of the new cards because I was preparing for Stage 3 and getting these guys. Here Jim Thome goes deep with a 2-run shot. And honestly, this opponent was just playing pretty weird. He was bunt dancing. He was doing some weird stuff. At this point in the game, though, he's still kind of playing normally. I mean, on defense. Later on, that's going to change a little bit, but Harmon Killebrew knocks a base hit to the right side. Here he walks like 2 or 3 guys in a row because he didn't want to face the guys I was trying to debut. And Jim Thome already had a home run. He goes to the bases loaded, walking them, and we hit a grand slam with Harmon Killebrew, so that worked out well. Later on in the game, we get a base hit with him, and I kind of just skipped ahead because this dude was just doing some weird stuff. Bunt dancing, walking some of these guys. He actually walked the leadoff guy in this inning, Jim Thome, once again, and Reggie Jackson hits a 3-run shot to give us the mercy rule. So I could have won that game, earlier on. I could have maybe hit a home run to win it. I just didn't get the right swings, didn't get the barrel of the bat to the ball earlier in the game, but we do get the mercy rule in the 8th. We go up to 851 rating, so I'm 49 points away now from making it to the World Series. Those cards have dropped in price significantly, but I'm still trying to get them. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.